Stop, right where you are. Don't scroll, don't look away. I saw you, just now. In the quiet of this room, with the weight of everything pressing down, and you wondering if anyone sees you at all. You felt that tug, a strange, quiet pull in your spirit, telling you to listen. That wasn't an accident. That was me, arranging this moment for you right now. I know the question burning behind your eyes, the one you're afraid to speak out loud because you think it might sound like doubt or weakness or a lack of faith. Where are you? Why does it feel like I'm walking this path alone? Did you forget about me? I hear the unspoken words. I collect every silent tear you've wiped away when no one was looking. This heaviness you carry, the confusion, the feeling that you're falling behind while everyone else moves forward. I am not distant from it. I am here, in the very center of it, with you. You thought you had to be stronger. You thought you had to figure it all out on your own before you could come to me. You've been wearing a mask of fine, stitching it together every morning, while inside, the loneliness whispers that you're forgotten. Let me take that mask. Let me see you. The real you, the tired you, the hoping against hope you. I already do. And this message, right now, in this exact moment of your life, is my hand reaching through the noise to hold yours. I need you to understand something. The delay is not denial. The silence is not abandonment. What feels like a holding pattern is actually a sacred ground where I am doing a work in you so deep, so foundational, that what I build next will not shake. I am aligning things you cannot see. I am softening hearts you think are stone. I am preparing a place for the blessing that would have overwhelmed you 6 months ago. You are not being punished by the weight. You are being prepared by it. And every prayer you whispered, thinking it hit the ceiling and fell back down, I caught every single one. I have bottled them. They are before me, and they are shaping your tomorrow. Look at the evidence of my care. That sudden memory of a kindness that made you smile yesterday, that was me. The unexpected strength you found to get out of bed this morning, that was me. The glimmer of hope that flickered for just a second when you saw the sunrise, that was me, whispering, I am still here. I am still painting your sky. I have never left your side, not for one heartbeat, not for one breath. I am the breath inside your breath. If this message is touching a place in your soul that has been aching for a sign, if it feels like a personal letter meant only for you in this exact moment of your life, then you are not here by chance. This channel, this very space, was created for this divine appointment, for souls like you, praying in the silence, seeking a confirmation. By pausing here to like this video, by sharing it with one other person who is also quietly searching, by subscribing to this channel, you are doing more than clicking a button. You are saying yes to being part of a community of hope. You are helping this personal message reach another heart in another quiet room who is praying for the very same sign. You become part of the answer to someone else's prayer. Now, take a deep breath. Feel the shift. The burden you carried in here, do you feel it's a little lighter? That's the proof. That's me. This is only the beginning of what I want to say to you. What I reveal next will heal a wound you've been hiding. So stay close. Don't leave. The most important part is coming, just for you. You took a breath. You stayed. That was your faith speaking, louder than any doubt, stronger than any fear. That simple yes you just chose, to listen a little longer, is the very key I have been waiting for you to use. It unlocks what comes next. I know what you've been guarding, that tender, bruised place in your heart you keep behind a wall. You think if you ignore it, it will scab over and stop hurting. But you feel it throb in the quiet moments, don't you? When you see a family laughing together, when a certain song plays, when you pass a place that holds a memory, that old disappointment, that rejection that never quite made sense, that dream you had to lay down because the door seemed to slam shut. You've been carrying it like a secret wound, believing that to be strong for me means to act as if it never happened. But here is my truth. Your healing is not in pretending the wound isn't there. Your healing is in bringing it finally, fully, into my light. I am not afraid of your pain. I am not disappointed by your grief. I was there when it happened. I saw the exact moment your smile faded, the precise second your hope fractured. And I have been holding the pieces ever since, waiting for you to stop trying to glue them back together with your own tired hands. Your hands were meant to receive, not to repair what only I can restore. That person who walked away, that opportunity that vanished, that prayer that seems to have gone unanswered for years. I have not wasted 1 second of it. In my economy, nothing is lost. Not a single tear, not a single longing, not a single night of pleading. What the enemy meant to use to make you bitter, I am right now fermenting into the wine of your testimony. The very depth of that ache has carved out a capacity in your spirit to hold a joy you cannot yet imagine. A shallow vessel can only hold a shallow blessing. You have been in the deep places, and now you are being shaped to contain depths of my glory. Let me show you what I've been doing. Look back, not with the eyes of regret, but with my eyes of purpose. Do you see the threads? That closed door forced you onto a different path, where you met a friend who saved you in a dark hour. That betrayal taught you a discernment you now use to protect others. That season of lack taught you a dependence on me that has become your greatest strength. You see the broken pieces. I see the mosaic I am assembling. Every color of your pain, every shade of your struggle is being placed. The picture is not finished, but I need you to trust the artist. This is where many stop. They feel a moment of relief, then pick the burden back up and walk away saying, "It was nice to feel comforted for a minute." Don't do that. Don't walk away with the same weight you came in with. I am telling you to leave it here, right now. Visualize that specific hurt. Name it in your spirit. Now, see me taking it from your hands. It is not yours to carry anymore. Your part is to release it. My part is to redeem it. And I swear by my own name, I will not let this pain be meaningless in your life. It will become your message. It will become someone else's rescue. The courage it took for you to stay, to be this vulnerable before me, it is changing the atmosphere around you. Can you feel it? A lightness you haven't known in years. That is the sound of chains breaking. That is the feeling of a yoke being destroyed. You are not who you were when you first pressed play. You are being remade from the inside out. And because you have chosen to stay, because you are allowing this transformation to begin, I will now lead you into the most crucial truth of all. A truth about your purpose that has been hidden by the very pain you're releasing. The enemy has been afraid of this moment, the moment you realize your wound and your calling are intimately connected. What I reveal next will not only heal your past, it will ignite your future. Stay right here. The most important words are just ahead. Do you feel that? A subtle quickening, like a second heartbeat within your own? That is your purpose, stirring. It never left you. It was only sleeping, waiting for this moment of release, waiting for you to set down the old pain, so your hands would be free to hold the new promise. For so long, you've linked your purpose to a title, a platform, a visible achievement you could point to and say, "There, that is why I am here." And because that hasn't manifested in the way you expected, you've whispered the most devastating lie of all. I have no purpose. I am missed by the blueprint. I am wandering without a map. That lie has stolen your breath, dimmed your light, and made you envy the path of others. I am here to shatter that lie with a single, unshakable truth. Your primary purpose is not a what, it is a who. It is to become a living, breathing sanctuary of my presence. Every other assignment, every role, every door I open flows from that. You have been seeking a destination when I have been offering you a transformation. The most powerful thing you will ever do for this world is to become so intimately acquainted with my heart that my love, my peace, and my power flow through you as naturally as your own breath. Look at the life of my son. He did not rush. He did not strive. For 30 years he lived in hiddenness, in obedience, in the simple, holy, ordinary. He was becoming the sanctuary, so that when he stepped into 3 years of visible ministry, every word was power, every touch was healing, because it flowed from who he was with me, not just what he did for me. You are in the sacred process of the becoming. Do not despise the hidden years. Do not curse the quiet place. I am building in you an unshakable identity that no title can give and no failure can take away. The very pain you just released, it is the raw material of your anointing. The comfort you receive from me in your deepest hurt is the exact comfort you will one day, maybe soon, give to another. You will not speak from theory. You will speak from the scar. You will not offer platitudes. You will offer the living water that actually quenched your own thirst in the desert. That closed door, it taught you to find me as the door. That betrayal, it taught you that I am faithful. That season of waiting, it taught you that I am the provision itself. You are being equipped not in spite of your story, but through it. Now, look around your life as it is today, not as you wish it were. The people I have placed around you, the difficult neighbor, the lonely coworker, the demanding family member, they are not obstacles to your purpose. They are the very first assignments of it. Your purpose begins in the mundane, in the kitchen, in the office, in the grocery line. It begins with the kindness you choose when you're tired, the integrity you hold when no one is looking, the peace you demonstrate when chaos reigns. This is how sanctuaries are built, one act of surrendered love at a time. I see you doubting. This seems too small, too quiet. My child, the kingdom of heaven works like a seed, not a spotlight. The mightiest oak begins unseen in the dark soil. Your influence is not measured by the noise you make, but by the depth of your roots in me. From that depth, I will cause a tree to grow that provides shade and shelter for more souls than you can currently imagine. Your name may never be on a marquee, but it is written on the hearts of those you will touch. That is an eternal legacy. Do you understand now? You have not been waiting for your purpose. You have been living inside of it all along. The waiting, the hurting, the hoping, the daily choosing to trust. This is the sacred workshop. I am the craftsman. You are the living stone. And the shaping, though it has felt like breaking, has been for a glory you are only now beginning to perceive. What comes next will connect the deepest cry of your heart to the specific assignment I have for you. We are moving from the truth of who you are to the revelation of what you are to do. The puzzle pieces are about to snap together in a way that will make your spirit leap. Do not move. The revelation is here. Now lean in. This is the part where your heart and heaven synchronize. For years you've held a secret desire, a quiet fascination, a recurring thought that brings you alive. You've dismissed it as a daydream, a hobby, something impractical. Or perhaps you felt a holy discontent, a nagging sense that there must be more than the daily cycle you're in. That is not random. That is me. I place that seed of holy dissatisfaction, that spark of curiosity within you. It is the compass needle of your specific assignment, and it has been pointing all along. You keep asking for a sign, a billboard, a voice from the clouds. But I have been speaking in the language of your peace. What makes you feel most aligned with me? What activity causes you to lose track of time because you feel you are flowing in the current of how I made you? When you help in that certain way, create that specific thing, or solve that particular kind of problem, and you feel a surge of, "This is what I was made for," that is not coincidence. That is confirmation. That is your design speaking. Stop silencing it because it doesn't look like a ministry. The greatest ministries often look like a coffee shop, a workshop, a YouTube channel, a quiet act of counsel over a kitchen table. I am the God who turned a shepherd's staff into an instrument of deliverance and a fisherman's net into a tool for gathering nations. Look at the resources already in your hands, the skills you take for granted, the experiences, both good and hard, that have trained you, the network of people around you, even the platform of your daily life. You have been praying for tools while standing in a warehouse full of them. I have been strategically placing them around you. That problem you keep noticing that makes you angry or sad, that is not for you to just lament. That is a clue. It is very likely the very thing I am calling you to help solve. Your assignment is often hidden in the intersection of your deep passion and the world's deep need. But I must address the fear that just tightened your chest. The "what if I fail?" The "what will they say?" The "it's too late." Listen to me. The fear of failure is a liar. It assumes the outcome is your responsibility. It is not. Your responsibility is obedience. The outcome is mine. Every step taken in faith, even a stumble, is a success in my kingdom. As for what they will say, you are not called to the audience of people. You are called to an audience of one, me. And it is never too late. I am the God of new beginnings, of second, third, and 100th chances. I orchestrate seasons, and I am not bound by a human calendar. Your willingness is the only ingredient of time that I require. I need you to do something, right now, in this pause. Take that idea, that tug on your heart you've been ignoring, and say yes to the very next, smallest, simplest step. Do not look at the whole mountain. Look at the single stone in front of your foot. That one email, that first page written, that initial phone call, that 5 minutes of research, that act of service with no fanfare. Take that step. This is not about a dramatic leap. It is about a faithful shuffle. And the moment your foot moves in obedience, I will move heaven and earth to meet you. I will part resources. I will connect you to people. I will open doors that you did not even see in the wall. This is the activation moment. The healing of the past, the understanding of your identity as my sanctuary. It was all to prepare you for this, to move. Not in frantic striving, but in surrendered trust. Your story is about to change from "I am waiting for God" to "God is moving with me." The wilderness ends where obedience begins. What I am about to reveal will show you the first practical, tangible step you are to take. It will be so clear, so personal, that you will know it is directly from my hand to your heart. This is the bridge between the dream and the reality. Get ready. Your instruction is here. Now, be still, quieter than you have ever been. I am about to write on the tablet of your heart the first word of your new chapter. It is not a complicated command. It is profound in its simplicity. It is this: build the altar. You have been asking for the grand vision, the 10-year plan, the full map. I am giving you the first, most sacred instruction. Before the palace comes the altar. Before the public ministry comes the private worship. Before you move a muscle in the direction of your assignment, you must establish this one non-negotiable thing: a dedicated space and time for you and me alone. This is the foundation of everything. You know what I mean. That corner of a room, that chair by a window, that 5 minutes in your car before work. Consecrate it. Claim it as holy ground. This is not about adding another religious task to your list. This is about creating a refuge where you come not to get something from me, but to give your attention to me, to listen, to be, to let me love you without an agenda. In that space, I will give you the daily bread, the specific word, the quiet nudge, the gentle correction, the burst of peace that you need for that day alone. Your assignment will not be sustained by a single moment of inspiration, but by the daily manna of my presence. In this altar space, I want you to bring one thing: the surrendered version of that dream I just illuminated. Place it on the altar. Literally speak it out. Say, "Here is the desire of my heart. I give it back to you." Shape it, change it, delay it, or activate it. Your will, not mine. This act of surrender is not you giving up. It is you giving over. It transfers the burden of making it happen from your shoulders to mine. It makes the dream holy. It protects it from your ego and from the enemy's corruption. An altar is a place of sacrifice, and the sacrifice I require is your need to control the outcome. This is your practical, tangible step, not a business plan, not a website, an altar, today. Before this day ends, establish it. It can be simple: a notebook, a candle, a specific verse written on a card, but make it intentional. This altar will become your compass, your refuge, your power source. When confusion comes, you will return here. When fear shouts, you will remember the peace you found here. When you need direction, you will come and wait, and I will speak. I always speak at the altar. From this place, your next steps will become clear. They will unfold like dawn, gradually, and with increasing light. That person you need to connect with, I will bring their name to mind here. That resource you require, I will guide your eyes to it. The timing will become apparent. You will not be chasing, you will be following. There is a world of difference. One leads to exhaustion, the other leads to rest, even in the midst of great work. Do you see the architecture of my love? First, I healed your wound so you could walk freely. Then I rooted you in your identity so you would not be shaken. Then I illuminated your passion so you would have direction. Now, I am giving you the anchor point, the altar, so you will never be separated from your source. This is how I build. This is how I protect what I am about to release through you. The enemy's greatest attack will now be against this simple practice. He will try to make you too busy, too tired, too uninspired to come to the altar. See it for what it is: a direct assault on your lifeline. Your commitment to this place of quiet is your greatest act of spiritual warfare. It declares that I am your first priority, not your last resort. Now, as you establish this altar, you will begin to see with new eyes. The world around you will start to look different. You will begin to recognize the people I am sending, the opportunities I am setting up, the divine appointments I have scheduled. You are moving from being a seeker of a plan to a partner in a purpose. What I share next will open your eyes to the specific signs I have already placed around you, signs you have been missing. Get ready to see your life and your future in a way that will take your breath away. The veil is thinning. Stay very close. Now open your eyes, not the physical ones, but the eyes of your spirit. Look again at the landscape of your life, the people, the circumstances, the recurring themes, even the frustrations. You have been walking through a field of my clues, mistaking them for weeds or random stones. Today that ends. I'm about to show you the map that has been under your feet the whole time.
See that person who keeps coming to mind?
The one you feel a strange urge to reach out to, but you talk yourself out of it? That is not random. That is a divine appointment I am orchestrating. The conversation you will have holds a piece of your puzzle or theirs. That book that fell off the shelf, that podcast that played automatically, that verse that appears everywhere you turn, that is me, speaking in the language of repetition. I am emphasizing a point. Pay attention to what it is. Look at your own history, the doors that closed so firmly. Can you see now how they protected you? The paths that grew dark forced you to look up, to find me as your light. The skills you developed in a season you hated are the exact tools you need for the season you've been praying for. I am a God of total redemption. I waste nothing. Every detour was actually a divine navigation, steering you around dangers you never saw, toward a destiny you couldn't have imagined. Now, feel the shift in the atmosphere around you. The heaviness that felt like a prison wall is becoming a launching pad. The waiting that felt like abandonment was actually the gathering of potential energy. Like an arrow being drawn back on the bowstring, the longer the pull, the farther and truer the flight. You have been in the pull. The release is now. And it begins with a new way of seeing. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a student in my classroom. Every lesson has been preparing you for the authority you are about to walk in. I need you to do something for me. I need you to start speaking to your future. Not in vague hopes, but with the authority of a co-creator who hears my voice. Your words are not just sound, they are spiritual forces. You have been using them to rehearse your fears, to confirm your anxieties. Today, that stops. From the altar I have called you to build, you will begin to decree my promises over your life. You will thank me for the provision you cannot yet see. You will bless the relationships that are still forming. You will speak to the doors as if they are already opening. You will align your voice with my will, and together, we will call things that are not as though they were. This is the substance of faith. This is how you build the world I have placed in your heart. Do not be afraid of the new responsibility of this sight, of this voice. You are not alone in it. I am in every step. I am in every word. I am the breath in your decree. This is the partnership I have always desired. Not a master and a servant, but a father and a beloved child, working side by side, creating a legacy of light. This is not the end of our conversation. It is the end of the old way. It is the beginning of a daily dialogue, a moment-by-moment walking together, where you consult me on everything, from the smallest choice to the largest leap. This is the relationship your heart has always craved. What comes next in your life will confirm every word spoken here. You will see synchronicity that cannot be explained. You will find favor in unexpected places. You will have ideas that feel downloaded. You will feel a courage that is not your own. This is your evidence. This is my signature on this promise.
So go now.
Not with the frantic energy of someone trying to make it happen, but with the peaceful confidence of someone who knows it already is. Build your altar, speak your future, watch for the signs, and stay close to this channel. This was our first intimate conversation. It is only the beginning of what I want to share with you. More messages are coming, more clarity, more comfort, more specific direction for the days ahead. I have more to say to you.